Welcome back to Best Drink Recipes. I'm Eli Mountjoy, and we are going to be reviewing a very special spirit today called House Vodka. Now, I'm going to spend just a minute talking about this before we actually get to the taste test part, so that we can kind of get an understanding from where this comes about and how it's made and all the different elements that go into creating what it is. We do know that it comes from the Sugar House Distillery, and they also sell liquor. They have a liquor license that allows them to produce spirit as well as sell it. And my understanding is that this is the first distillery in Utah that was allowed to sell liquor since Prohibition. That's cool. A little history there. It's like when you taste this vodka, you're kind of tasting a little piece of history, especially if you live in Salt Lake or anywhere in Utah for that matter. Cool little fact there. Most vodkas are made from grain. Most are made from wheat. This, or there's other things you could be made from, like potato, grape. You can actually make vodka from pretty much anything, but those are kind of the main ones that this neutral spirit is made from. But this one is actually, it has a combination. It's a blend of these. It's from wheat. It's also from barley, and it's also from corn. Now that's interesting because usually that's what a whiskey will do to kind of get that blend and get the little the variance and complexity in its nature for the taste. It's interesting that this vodka does that because just knowing that fact, it would lead me to believe that this has got more than just that straight vodka taste, which usually vodkas are just kind of what they are. It hasn't been barrel aged, it hasn't been infused, it hasn't been peated or any of those things. It just vodka is what it is. I'm interested to try this one because it's got 3 different elements going into creating it. What we also know about Sugar House Vodka is that it uses state-of-the-art distilling. Now, without getting into a whole litany of scientific inquiries, we'll just say that they do more than just double distill it. They have a whole process by which they go through their refining. And that's really what makes vodka a vodka. You distill it a certain amount of times, usually 2 or 3 times is enough. And that gives it just enough, removes just enough of that bite from the grain or whatever that it was made from, but also leaves intact a lot of the elements that go into giving the spirit its flavor. Like we talked about a second earlier, this one's made from 3 different things, so that's why I'm interested to try and see what kind of levels we have going on with that. Another thing about this vodka is that it's small batch, or what they call kind of handcrafted. And that there really is no regulation on what that means, but essentially what that indicates is the people who created this have taken great care and I'm sure unending patience in order to come up with a proprietary blend for what has gone into creating this bottle that sits before us. Big companies will just kind of churn out a lot of things and they've come up with their whole system. Not better, not worse, it is what it is. Big production will oftentimes use chemicals or just large production methods that oftentimes you can kind of overlook or oversee what the smaller batch will catch, and that's a lot of care and attention going into the spirit. So there's that. All right, so why don't we go ahead and open this and give it its due trial. Sugar House Vodka. And now for my favorite part. Love it. Okay. First, aromas on the nose. In this case, I'm getting quite a bit of caramel. I guess I see why they call it Sugar House. It's got a very sweet overtone to it. It's nice. It's got a nice little sweet hue to it. Some citrus, a little bit of a lemon in there. That's nice. I'm piqued. Let's try it. I'll pour a little bit now. How cool is that sound? Okay. So, vodka, neutral spirit, it's clear. This passes that test. And it's really got a nice viscosity. When I swirl it around, it doesn't really pull down legs like wine or some other spirits even do. It just kind of stays hugging to the glass. That's pretty cool. Makes it seem very thick and viscous. Now I can see some I can see some legs kind of coming down. Cool. I wonder if that's the barley grain corn mixture that we were talking about. This has got a very nice sweet smell to it. I'm gonna taste it now. Usually, it's nice. The first taste is nice, very nice. The first taste is never the most accurate. Your palate, your tongue, it's all getting used to having alcohol kind of wash over it. So we call that first taste the wash, or kind of cleansing your palate there. The second taste, everybody is kind of ready for the experience. So this second taste will really give us the full taste, the full spectrum of what this vodka is. Let's do that now. Yes, I see why they call it Sugar House. It's very sweet. Not too sweet. Nicely sweet. This is sipping sweet. That's impressive for a vodka. I'm impressed. Many vodkas you don't just sip on neat, such as this is. This is considered neat. Neat is room temperature. Neat is neither up or on the rocks or mixed with anything. Neat is as it is, and that's why when we taste test these things, we remove all the elements so that you don't. When you chill a spirit, it becomes more palatable. Or when you add water, it makes it easier to do. On its own, you're getting everything that it's about. We already said caramel. I get a little grapefruit in there. I'm getting grapes itself even. I don't know what the ratio is. I would like to know how much corn they have in this, because this is really nicely sweet. I'm sure they probably added some sugar. Most vodkas do. I think I would also probably gander a guess that the quality of this water, it makes a huge difference, particularly with vodka. It's not aged, you're not tasting the barrel. You're not tasting, a peated smoke or something like that, like such in the case as you would with a Scotch whiskey. This is nice. This is very nice, right on its own. Thumbs up, Sugar House. Nicely done. What we're going to do now is make 3 cocktails featuring this Sugar House vodka. Now, if you'd like to watch those, you can find them here at the bottom. And feel free to click on that at any time. Also feel free to click subscribe or comment. We love hearing from you guys. You always leave cool comments and we love to engage with you. And that's always a fun time. So again, if you'd like to see these cocktails, you can find them right here, and there. And in the meantime, I'm going to sip on this. And in case you have any further inquiries about this vodka, where you can find it, you can go to sugarhousedistilleries.net. That's the main website. You can find all the rest of their information there. And you can find this for about $19, $20, which is a good price for a sipping vodka. So, that's Sugar House Vodka. This is Best Drink Recipes. I'm Eli Mountjoy. Thanks for joining us. Look forward to seeing you next drink.